Hey everybody, welcome to Neil Talks. My name's Neil, and it's time to talk QI. And we're going back to Sandi Toksvig's first series again. This is late that series, episode 14. This one isn't called Math or Maths, it's called Numbers. But I am a math nerd, so I'm looking forward to this one. I don't know who the guests are. I don't know if we have the mathematical equivalent of a Neil deGrasse Tyson showing up. But in any case, it should be a fun ride. It's been recommended to me, so I trust you guys. Let's jump into it. This is episode 14 from Series N, Numbers.
Welcome to QI for a show all about numbers. Tonight we will cross the divide and go forth and multiply. And in addition, we will subtract lots of points from Alan. So,
in addition,
the rational Colin Lane.
Thank you.
I don't think I know Colin Lane.
The complex Sarah Millican.
Nice. We like Sarah.
The imaginary Noel Fielding.
Oh, this should be interesting.
And the extremely random Alan Davies.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2, 4, 6, 8.
And Alan goes...
It's algebra.
Here is question 1. Which is the loneliest number?
Don't say one.
No.
Oh, no klaxon.
3 is the magic number.
Well, I don't know, I've never tried, but so they say.
Naught.
No, it's quite a high number. So there's a mathematician called...
100.
Yeah, you're heading in the right direction.
200.
No, we're not going to play this high or low.
110.
Yes!
110?
It's 110!
Oh.
110.
Alan.
Oh, we got there quickly.
30,023 people responded, and the lowest whole number that nobody chose was 110. It was everybody's least favourite.
So someone said 109?
So QI has adopted it as our favourite number.
Cool. All right, interesting.
Very lukewarm round of applause. You prefer number 7, don't you?
It's the world's favourite number.
You were talking about threesome. I was trying to work out if I've had a sevensome.
A 7.
I think I have. I haven't. I have.
If you can count your pets, then I probably have.
Have a look at these different numbers. So number 1, anybody know what that one is right there in the middle? The hieroglyph.
I'm not good on hieroglyphics.
I
was just making a noise.
What was the noise?
Yes.
Yes. Weirdly, it's quite close to the correct answer. Yeah. He's most likely called either her or huh or huh. The thing is, there are no vowels in hieroglyphs, so we don't really know how it's pronounced, but it's going to be some kind of vowel-y H sound.
Ha-ha.
He represents 1 million for the Egyptians.
Oh,
I think he's just going like, I have no idea how many.
a lot. Was Egyptian arithmetic base 10? Because 1 million means nothing unless you got base 10.
Let's have a look at the other ones that we've got other than our Egyptian. So the I. Anybody know
Number
what the
3 is a
I
prime
in
number.
Picto?
Well,
Brown?
142,857 is 1/7 times 1 million.
For 5. That's 4. 3. minus 1.
1, 2.
0.
Zero. Very good. It's the Mayan number 0.
It looks like the eye's got prison bars over it. Like they've outlawed looking.
In fact, we don't get the 0 in Europe until about the 13th century. Before that, couldn't be asked. 2 to the power of 74,207,000.
Is that the largest prime we know?
281 minus 1.
Is it going to be the highest prime number or something?
It is the largest prime. You're on a...
You are killing
It's a Mersenne prime. It is the largest one they've ever discovered, and it was discovered...
At this point, have they discovered a bigger one since? In the last 7 years?
There was a glitch, and an email saying, we found it, went unnoticed for months until they discovered it by
Went in
accident.
spam?
It went into spam.
That's my lucky number.
8,085,000,000. Any thoughts what that might be? It's a huge number, isn't it?
Bacteria
Human
on your
population.
person.
Oh, gross me out.
Bacteria within your person. bacteria trying to get out of your purse.
I've honestly never felt so filthy. No, so if you were to write out all the numbers in words and organise them into alphabetical order, this is the very first one that would be an odd number. 8 billion, 8 billion and 8, 8 billion and 18, 8 billion and 80, 8 billion and 88, 8 billion and 85. So it's the very first one that is
That's
an
odd.
odd.
Okay, would it be a problem if you just explain that again?
Nope, that's easy.
I'm trying to work out a face that I can do that would be as if I did understand that.
What about you, Colin? Did you do well at school?
Well, I was bullied at school.
Oh,
yes.
everybody.
A kid stole my lunch and gave me a wedgie, and then I decided to give up teaching. So
142,857. If I tell you it's a cyclic number, does
Yeah,
that mean anything to you?
1/7.
Is it to do with bicycles?
Oh,
1/7 is 142,857. 2/7 is 285714. Repetitive.
and then
We don't understand, but we're going to make...
let's have a look at the number 43. Anybody know about the number 43?
what I say my age
It's the
is.
answer to life plus 1.
Boys don't mind about their age. Do boys mind about their age?
Oh, they pretend that they... Oh, you're shaking your head.
I don't mind about my age.
I don't mind about mine. So
I'm 38 and proud.
Well, I've no idea. A year older than me. So, it's a Frobenius number. Not helping, am I?
No.
They didn't even give you a ooh.
It's a... Let's say it's chicken McNuggets, OK? They are only sold in multiples of 6, 9 and 20, OK? And 43 is the largest number of McNuggets it's impossible to buy. You cannot buy 43 McNuggets. For question number 2, which is aptly about number 2s. What can we do about the international poo shortage?
Too much or too little poo?
Too little.
Is it animal as opposed to human,
Yes,
though?
it is. So why might that be a problem?
Fertilisation.
It is fertilisation.
So we can't do our bit. We...
Well, I don't... no. It's kind of you to offer, but I don't know about Australia, but they have laws here. And,
92% less poo than there was at the end of the Ice Age.
yeah, on the land, and 95% in the ocean.
Wow.
Now, here's a really crap link. What do these things have in common? So we've got some dye, clearly an English church, lava lamp, some neon, and...
M&M?
M&M. So what have they got in common?
It's the odd one out.
It's quite a random thing.
Is it anything to do with where they originated or something like that?
Is it because they're random?
They're all ways of generating random numbers. You need tables of random numbers. They're very useful in statistics. The very first table, which was in 1927, was created by taking the middle digits from the area measurements of 41,600 English churches. The rapper was a guy at Florida State University, George Massaglia, and he created a list of 4.8 billion randomly produced noughts and ones by taking a number of rap songs and turning them into digital files.
Why isn't a dice just enough for these people?
Presumably because you need millions of numbers rather than just, oh, it's a 6. How did the Danish government convince its citizens to multiply? This is one of my randy scandies.
You mean...
Tax benefits?
Actually,
Have more
I
kids?
do mean that.
We all need incentives anyway, don't we?
What, to procreate?
Or just, you know, the bit before that as well.
Right, I'm fine, but OK. It's actually a place called Tisted, which is in Jutland. So they struck a deal that the people would procreate as much as possible if they kept the school and the leisure facilities open. I have to say, it's a lovely place, Tisted. Not a lot to do. Number 3 on their own website of things to do in the area is visit the candle shop.
They might be amazing candles.
So in 1921, the Daily Express ran a competition to find Britain's largest family. And the News of the World offered a free tea tray to any mother. Any mother who gave birth to her 10th child.
Oh, it seems totally worth it.
And the French still give medals for having large families. That's still a thing. How many kids for bronze? What do you reckon?
6.
4 to 5. Silver, you get 6 to 7. Gold, 8 plus.
I thought you said 45.
I'm right with you, Sarah.
Why are they creating a human bench for their two children? Have they glued their heads together? Maybe they're ventriloquists, and that's how they hold their children.
They're just really lifelike dolls.
How many great nights out can you have in a single week in Wales?
7. 7?
It's not 7.
6.
8.
8. The Welsh word for a week, a wythnos, translates as 8 nights.
Oh.
But then that's wrong. Did nobody put them straight?
It's wrong to us now.
Where can you get your hair done on a Sunday at 3 in the afternoon?
And whose diary is that? Because I'm having lunch with them.
Well, I think if they had any manners, they'd get their hair done before they had
Yes.
lunch. Or it means that 2 days after lunch with Sandi, you better get your hair done.
Anybody know what half of a fortnight is?
Oh,
That's
this
from
is-
Jane Austen, for example.
Is it going to be a week?
There's a lovely bit in Pride and Prejudice where Mr. Colin says he will trespass on your hospitality from Monday, November the 18th to the Saturday sennight following.
Sennight.
Mind you, wouldn't your heart fill with horror? Somebody's coming to stay for a sennight. 7 nights.
How long are you staying for?
So is the sen like SE''EN, the abbreviated 7?
Fish and overnight guests are exactly the same. They both go off after 3 days.
Yes.
They start to smell
Irritatingly,
after
he was
3
referring
days.
to Hans Christian Andersen, who apparently was staying with him and was a truly terrible house guest.
And probably smelled like fish.
So you've each got a cake, and here is the challenge, okay? I want you to cut 2 pieces of exactly equal size, but in such a way that the cake is still moist for you to have some more tomorrow.
Take out a central strip and then press the sides together.
It's going to be difficult, but we're going to do it.
Right.
And then we take the top off.
You're going to eat the whole of the bottom bit, is that? Yeah. But that's quite a large piece of cake, isn't it?
We're 2 men in our 30s. We love cake. 2 equal pieces.
Wow, that's...
2 uniced pieces. Primarily uniced. Unfrosted.
Do you think anybody who likes the filling is going to be mildly disappointed?
In a way that we could back together. Yeah.
No, we cut like a bit out of the...
Well, I think they've got my thought.
Yeah, just
Oh, except they've taken 2 wedges. That's not going to work.
Oh, it's tough.
Yeah, so no, delicious is what you're looking for.
And
Yeah.
then
You've just drawn Pac-Man.
That's a terrible mistake.
Is that what you were saying?
That hasn't worked.
There you go.
Well, if you don't mind Noel's handprints all over your cake.
Wrote a rather long treatise on the subject, which he sent to Nature magazine.
San-
You're absolutely heading in
San-
the right direction. So what you do
Sandy's
is you
got
cut
my plan.
right down the middle.
Okay.
So you pull out the whole thing like
Then
this,
you squidge
and then you
it
cut that
together.
one in half.
I've thought a lot about splitting cakes too. Also, the fairest way, one person has to cut and the other person has to select their piece to prompt the first person to make the cut as
It's
even
actually
as
a branch of
possible.
mathematics called fair cake cutting, which is about optimizing the division of resources. Where's the worst place in the world for nuisance calls?
Oh, if you had to dial someone who had lots of 8s and 9s in it,
Yeah.
sometimes you wouldn't bother.
Just cut me out.
So who has the worst area code? 919. Pittsburgh got stuck with a really bad area code, if I remember correctly, because they supported a different area code system.
I know what that call is. Someone's saying there's a poo shortage. You haven't got anything in your bag.
So it is, in fact, the Pacific island of New A. So in the early 90s, people were constantly woken up by heavy breathers because the country was the home of an extremely lucrative sex line business, and people often used to dial the wrong number.
if they're already heavy breathing, they've started already. I didn't know this.
And Belgium is another country that ran sex lines for quite a while. And when they were banned, this is the most brilliant thing, they started a new thing, which was cookery lines with recipes read in the most sexual way possible.
What's a sexy recipe?
Toad in the hole.
Last time I had that, I had a football under my arm and a catapult in my pocket. 2 weeks ago.
There is a number that anybody can ring in Sweden to celebrate 250 years of free speech in Sweden, and it's called Ring a Random Swede, okay?
Really?
It's genuine random thing. We have no idea who we're going to get.
What?
Does anybody speak Swedish? No.
Here's the marvellous thing about Scandinavians is that their English is really coming along.
Okay.
Obviously, we'll have to explain what it is that we're doing to this person.
This feels wrong.
Calling
Awkward.
Sweden. You will soon be connected to a random Swede somewhere in Sweden.
Do people sign up for this, or could this happen to literally anyone?
A lot of people are calling Sweden right
I feel so sorry for the person answering
This
this.
whole thing's making
If
me
they
very
didn't-
anxious. I don't know
So,
Yeah, I'm with-
It's just
I
talking to
think-
somebody you don't know.
Because I think if someone rang me randomly, I'd be so pissed off.
I know, but people have signed up for it.
Oh, okay.
Robin.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Hi. My name is Sandi. I'm ringing from London. Who's that?
This is Robin in South Sweden.
Robin. Oh, hi. You're my random Swede that I'm ringing. This is kind of exciting, Robin, because I'm ringing you from a live television studio in London. So you're on the BBC right now. Is that okay?
This is so weird.
Okay.
Brilliant.
What do you do, Robin?
I'm shopping some groceries.
Okay. Why do Swedish people eat rotten fish? Is the question we want to ask you.
Yeah, most of us also want to know this question. So, please call back again. We're making some chicken with parmesan.
Nice, sounds
Parmesan. That
nice.
sounds lovely.
Chicken parm. Nice.
Yes, very good English. Can you ask him how he's going to divide the chicken?
Yeah.
And to keep it moist the
Yeah,
next
so,
time.
so here's the thing,
Oh,
Robin.
I'm still cringing.
It's called QI. Do you know QI?
No, I don't.
No.
Is that program
You'll never
still
meet an
available? Are the
unfriendly
Swedes
Swede,
still
that's
doing
how
that?
I feel.
Darling, that's because they're usually drunk. How does it feel to be a nine-ender? Anybody know?
If you've lost a finger.
9 ends. What's an end?
Oh, is it if you're sort of 19, 29, 39?
Yes, it's exactly that. They did
Oh.
a study.
I'm a 9-ender.
And people who have 9 at the end of their age are more likely to be looking for purpose in their lives. So more likely to be registered on dating sites looking for extramarital affairs. More likely to run a marathon or commit suicide. I don't think that's an either
Not
or.
planning
I
on
don't
any of these things, really.
Right, let's play. How many people in the audience?
Okay.
I want you to tell me which item on this list relates to the number of people who are standing. What do you reckon, Colin? How many people do you think that is?
140.
180, 200
Okay,
people.
It's 230 people.
Oh, geez, it's a big audience.
Selfie fatalities in 2014.
It is not.
Built the Eiffel Tower.
Built the Eiffel Tower is absolutely right. Built by 230 people in 2
That's
years.
it. Wow.
How many do you think that might be?
Not many.
100 maybe?
69. So
Oh, okay. I think maybe the selfie.
Children from a single mother.
keep going.
It's an insanely large number.
it is the world record number of children born to a single mother. Valentina Vasilyev. She had 16 pairs of twins. She had 7 sets of triplets, 4 sets of quadruplets. In 40 years between 1725 and 1765, in total, 27 births. Her husband, Fyodor Vasilyev, went on to have a further 18 children with his second wife.
So he left her?
What do you reckon that is?
50.
49, you're almost exactly right. And what does that
Selfie
represent?
fatalities.
Selfie fatalities.
Maybe. QI contestants.
Should have
No.
gone for the selfie fatality.
Yeah, there's been more than 50 people on QI. Come on.
So that is the entire audience.
Oh, I've heard that noise before.
So 625 people is the QI audience.
That's a
I can
huge
tell you,
audience,
it represents people who
625.
died in a certain way.
Domestic accident.
It's an accident
Was
in
it
the home, but
coming to panel shows?
the word coming is going to be most...
Oh, autoerotic asphyxiation?
It is the number of people in 2014 who died from autoerotic asphyxiation.
Sit down, you dirty bastard.
In terms of numbers, which is the most common vertebrate in the world?
The chicken.
Humans.
I mean, I can tell you already there are more chickens than there are...
Chickens.
Chickens.
No, there's got to be some bird that's got like a trillion.
It's not rats.
Rats, mice.
People who died of auto asphyxiation.
It's a fish.
Fish.
It's a
Oh,
fish
that's right.
called
Fish
the
are
bristlemouth, and
vertebrates.
it's tiny. The estimate now is that there are as many as a dozen per square metre of ocean surface, which
And they
is incredible.
disguise themselves as diagrams.
They do. They're protundrous. Do you know what that means?
A Chrissy Hind? No.
I don't know about that. They're male first hermaphrodites.
Wow.
Oh.
4 out of 5 of all animals is a nematode.
Anything that comes at you like that without any eyes.
That's why some of us made the life choices we did. What colour bricks did they build number 10 with?
Oh, a red one. Surely they're dirty.
White.
Black.
Yellow. There was lots and lots of pollution. The White House also made with yellow bricks, so that's a curious thing. They are, in fact, sandstone underneath all that white paint. The word noon comes from the word nun, which meant 9. So with that in mind, if you had to meet a 9th century nun at noon, what time would you noodle off to the nunnery?
12.
All those points evaporating.
9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There isn't a nun.
I like that as a nun. Until the mid-12th century, the word noon meant 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, bollocks.
3 hours after.
You were so winning
Noon?
as well. Destroyed your score.
So it used to be that the day began at 6 a.m., so that was known as the prime or the first hour.
9 hours after 6 a.m.
Nones, the 9th hour.
That guy in the orange has got my haircut. Please, I don't want to be in cabaret anymore.
In last place with minus 41 is Alan.
You plummeted at the end there.
It should be Sarah next, but we're going to skip over that, and we're going to put in 3rd place Colin with minus 9. 2nd place Noel with 1 point. So Sarah actually got minus 26, but I was supposed to do a gig for Sarah, and I let her down by becoming the new host of QI, and I couldn't do it. So this week's winner, to make up for it, is Sarah.
Wow, we do that, eh? So Noel got a victory stolen from him.
Good night.
I've reached this weird place with QI because I've certainly reacted to a lot of episodes, but I've also seen the odd clip on YouTube. Some from episodes that I have reacted to, some from others. And then I feel like oftentimes interesting nuggets that perhaps originate on QI then filter into the public consciousness through people who represent the same information. And let's be real, like QI isn't always the initiator of these interesting facts. They come from other sources and whatnot. So I honestly don't know whether I've seen this episode before or not, but a lot of it felt familiar. And I can't figure out whether it was familiar as a whole or whether it was familiar because I saw this clip before or because I had heard that thing before. And it doesn't help that I've exposed myself to a lot of math-related trivia over the years. Like I said, I was very much a math nerd, especially in my high school years. So much so that people gave me books of math-related trivia and such. I have spent a lot of time reading stuff like the Guinness Book of World Records, so I know about that Russian lady that had 69 children, but I also know about Mersenne primes and the way they look. I can't figure out. I may have watched this episode on my own at some point. I don't know. But it did feel very familiar. And yet there were parts of it that were completely new to me too. Or at least I don't remember. It was like an entire episode of fairly strong deja vu, I think is what I'm trying to say. But it was a lot of fun. Why doesn't Noel do this show more? I think Noel Fielding is awesome. and I haven't got enough of him. Like I know him obviously from the IT crowd, but he wasn't an every episode regular. I know he appears a bunch on Big Fat Quiz, and I know I need to get into those. I mean, I won't lie, reacting to an episode of Big Fat Quiz is daunting because that's a long show and that's a lot of editing, and editing talk heavy shows like QI and other panel shows is twice as much work as editing a normal drama. So editing like a 2-hour talk show format feels like a 2-day affair for me. But I do want to get in because so many of you asked for me to check out Big Fat Quizzes. I feel like I need to do that at some point, and I will. I just have to build up enough guts to attempt it again, because I have done one or two. But anyway, yeah, great episode. I love how at home Sandi is in the gig, even in her first series. I know she must have hosted other shows prior to this, but I love seeing it nonetheless. It can't be easy taking over a show from someone as beloved and established as Stephen Fry, and make it your own thing without alienating the original audience. And man, I mean, as far as I can tell, she's nailed it. My hat's off to her. Thank you guys so much for hanging out here today on Neil Talks for a little bit. I very much appreciate your time. Thank you for all your comments and suggestions. Thank you for doing all the fun algorithm things. And until next time, everybody, take care, stay healthy. We'll see you soon. Cheers.